You record? Are you recording this?
Yep, just started the recording.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a box, and then we'll kind of go over everything. Make sure you can see that over here. Good. I'm gonna grab the sheet, and we'll kind of stay out in that little area so I can see out of everybody's way. But an upper trap stretch, all you need is basically one handle of your TRX, and kind of help that internal rotation we're talking about. So my right hand, the outside arm compared to the TRX, is going to go behind my back and grab the TRX. Let me angle that up a little bit. See a little bit better. There you go. So I'm going to show you on both sides just so you can see, but my outside arm is going to swing behind. I'm going to grab the handle of the TRX. You can support yourself with this other arm, or you can just lean. It's up to you. Or you're just going to lean away from the TRX and look at it. A little stretch up here, a little chest stretch hanging out. I'm going to do the other side so you can see this as well. Outside arms, so you can grab the handle, lean into it, support yourself if you need to, and just stretch. And just hang out.
Okay.
Again, make sure you're looking at the TRX. My palm is facing away from me. I'm not trying to turn in or anything. So palm faces away, and just hang out.
Okay.
So that is the chest stretch with traction. What you could do if you wanted a little extra stretch, like as you're looking, you could take that free arm and just kind of pull your head away as you're stretching. I would just start with a look for now, and then you can add that intensity later. The next one, happy baby with alternate leg lowering. You've done happy baby before. So a little bit. Remember that happy baby is grabbing your feet on your back. When you're there, you're gonna let go of one and just kind of touch the ground with your heel. Bring it back, and then switch. Touch the ground with your heel. Bring it back, and you just alternate back and forth. That one you'll do for 4 each side. Your foot elevated single leg hip bridge. You're going to use that box that you have in that room. Oh, just going to put your foot on the box, other leg up, and it's going to bridge up and down. So it's a single leg bridge with your foot on that box, up and down. Every time you bridge up, just make sure you hold the top for a couple seconds. Next one's a bird dog with a single arm blackbird. So 4 right, 4 left. Angle this down a little bit more so you can see a little bit better. So bird dog with a single arm blackbird. Rather than the arm reaching out like you would for a normal bird dog, that hand's gonna start on your lower back with your palm up. As I reach my leg out, I'm gonna sweep into that position.
Okay.
Then I'll sweep back. So I'm still pushing out with the leg, making sure I'm not arching that lower back. Low, sweep out, sweep back. So a little trickier version of those blackbirds. I know you said you really liked it for that internal rotation of your shoulder. It's a good way to kind of connect the whole body with the glutes and everything. Let's see, half kneeling, wall pressing, T opener, face the wall.
Okay.
And it honestly, it doesn't have to be a wall, just be something firm you can press against. So in fact, I'm going to show you with the bar over here. So again, you just need something to press against. But switch legs. So the knee that's down, that hand's gonna push into the wall as hard as you can. Other hand, as I'm pushing, I'm gonna reach over that front leg as far as I can, making a T, and I'll come back. So big deep breath in, push into the wall, and reach, and come back. And then you would switch sides. So remember, the knee that's down is the hand that's pressing, the leg that's up is the arm that's going to reach over. Any questions on that one before we move on?
No.
No? Okay. Next one. You've done the wall reverse plank, so you're driving your elbows into the wall behind you.
Yep.
Single leg clock taps, that stays the same. The next new one for your warm-up is a lateral step to single leg balance. Before each alternate, let me show you what I mean. A couple ways you can do this one, but the way I want you to do it, check here. I'm gonna step to my right, hinge the hip a little bit, and I'll push off this leg and I'm gonna come straight up into the balance. I'm gonna step back and then balance. So I'm not gonna step and return into the balance. I want you to kind of go into the next leg and balance up, go into the next leg, balance up. So just kind of alternating side, shimming side to side. If you end up doing the other way, not a big problem, but this one just forces you to use your glute more. You have to push into the wall and bring your leg together. Just 4 each, so take your time. And then that is it for the warm-up. We'll move on to core for the A day. So we have JC band anti-rotation hold, 3-step lateral walk. So let me get mine out. Be a good idea. Let's do this clip. There we go. All right. So with your band, if it has to be clipped up high or low, that's fine. If you could slightly clip it up in the middle, that'd be great. Can't remember exactly what your hooks were for that one. But what you're going to do is hold this thing straight out, a little bend in the knees, and you do 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and then you got to bring it back. 1, 2, 3. Try to maintain that center line with your hands. Don't let it deviate either side, and your feet should always stay forward. It's really easy to let this foot open up and lead out. So toes are straight ahead, and then just 3 little steps, keeping that band straight in front, and then working your way back. When you do 3 steps out, 3 steps back, that counts for 1 rep. And I gave you 4 each side. So after 4, just face the other direction, and then do the other side. Is that one? Your next one is a reverse step to a dynamic step to box. And even running out saying, do not step up. 1, you're gonna smack your head on your ceiling. 2, this is not a step up. So you're gonna have your box there. Start with your feet together. You're gonna take a quick step back. So I'm gonna do my right leg, step back. And I'm just gonna do a quick step up, put it on the box.
Oh.
Bring it back. Step back, up, put it on the box. If you can try to get your arms involved, that'd be great, rather than just having this death issue. That way we can connect everything. If my right leg goes back, my right arm's forward to start. As I go, I'm gonna go slow, but as I go up, I'm gonna switch my arms. Just like I'd be running or walking. It should be quick. So start here, switch, and back. Here, back up. So that would be 8 per side again. Just make sure you have opposite arm, opposite leg moving. We're moving on to that. We have a lateral lunge to start your big circuit of 5. And you can adjust your body weight. If you wanted to hold like a bag or some kind of weight, you can. I would just hold it here. Even a book bag would work. But feet start together for that. I just step into the side lunging, hinging into that hip, pushing through, stepping together. Step and lunge, push through, step together. All that side, then all the other side. It's a strength move, so I don't want to alternate too much. But that's the first one. Or 80 side on that. I like doing some lateral hip movement just because of what I saw during your assessment. So I feel like that'll be a good one for that. The next one is the staggered JC band chest press. So you're gonna take both handles. Turn away. On each arm, 1 foot slightly in front, 1 foot slightly behind. And just press with both. And do 8 and switch for 8. If this is a little too easy, obviously you can always move a little further, but we can always change it to a single arm. And if you do single arm, that'll be the back leg side. So if my left leg's back, my left arm would have it. And then that arm would press. And then you would just double the handles up to create more tension. But either one, we'll start with the double arm. But again, that's 8 per side. Your next one is a TRX single leg squat to box. Ideally, I want you to kind of use that box you have. If for some reason that's too low, you can always put something on top of it, like roll up the mat and put it on there, just something to tap against, just to get that height a little bit higher. What you would do is take a box.
I'm sorry, say that again, Andrew. Don't use that box I have?
Oh, I prefer, if you can, I want you to. I just don't know if it'll be too low for you for this exercise.
I think it'll be okay.
Okay, but if it is too low, all you have to do is just place something on top of it so it's a little higher, so you can just tap it.
I remember doing these before.
Yeah, I did them a while ago. You're just gonna have one leg out in front, and just gonna squat. And up, using your arms as little as possible. Like honestly, you can go like hold it with just your fingertips. Down and up. So the arms are there honestly just to kind of help you balance. If you start feeling comfortable where you can not use the TRX and then just tap and go right ahead. Just let me know if you do, because that'd be a good progression to go to. But that's your TRX single leg squat to box. It'll be anywhere from 4 to 8 each side. Next one is single leg balance, JC band stiff arm pull down. So you're gonna hold the balance the whole time. Let's go my way. This one, ideally having the band clipped up at a little higher angle. Again, if it's straight out, not a big problem. But you're gonna balance on one leg. Woo. If I can balance to show you, you're just gonna pull to your pocket. Again, keeping your balance the whole time, stay steady. 4 to 8 with this leg, switch your legs, and then 4 to 8 with the other leg. So nice stiff arms, just pulling down straight to your pocket. Palms face down.
Now my JC band is basically waist high, but it's just
That's fine,
the
like I
same. Okay.
Yeah, if it's straight out, that's fine. Like I said, if high angle is better. You could always hook your JC band up to the TRX mount and back up and do that too.
Okay.
So that'll be for the pull downs. Your next one is a migrating prone press up. So angle down a little bit. You'll start in your normal prone press up position. Relax your toes, let your heels cave out. Here, take a big deep breath in and exhale as you get up. So that's a normal prone press up. Migrating part is the next rep. Your fingers are a little forward now. You're gonna do the same thing as high as you can, back down, move forward a little bit, as high as you can, back down. You're gonna keep doing that anywhere from 4 to 8. Your last rep though should be almost end up being straight outward, just getting upper back extension and moving up and back down. So again, start normal, each rep just keep creeping forward and forward until you get almost to the ground. Oh, that feels good. Basically, we're working tension up for the lower back all the way to the upper spine. All right. Finisher is all TRX. It's all rep based too. So it's in and out squats, grapplers twist, sprinter starts, and muscle ups. Everything's 10 or multiples of it. So in and out squats you've done a while back. You can lift up again. There we go. So in and out squats. Feet start together. Kick your legs to the outside. Squat down, pop up. Again, using the TRX as little as you can. Squat down, pop up. Do 10 of those. I believe it's a grappler's twist next. So you can either hold both handles or just let go and hold one. But you're gonna lean back. And as you go to pull yourself up, you're gonna twist to your pocket with your chest. My hips stay forward, just turning my torso. Back down, and I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna twist my chest towards the other direction. Think about pulling towards your pocket with your hands. So I'm right next to my hip bone, and then back. So that'd be 10 each side. One after that is sprinter starts. Now you're not going to alternate legs in this one, you're going to stay all on one side, but TRX goes underneath your armpits, and you rest your hands into your chest. The elbows are tight, 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind. It's basically just a knee drive. From there, you're going to do that for 10. Switch legs, do that for 10. And the final one.
That's the one I was doing instead of the.
Oh, instead of skater squats?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they're similar, but this one is that's more of a knee drive. The other one's more of a hinge. Yeah, so now you do get to do that one.
Yeah.
The final one for the circuit is a muscle up. That's kind of a row and a tricep extension together. So you're gonna row about halfway through, your palms will be turning down and straightening out. Now that was slow motion. I just wanted to show you could see it. So it should be quick and explode, back down. Quick, explode, back down. So it's right about this angle where my elbow's about 90 degrees is where I start turning my palm down and straightening out. And that'll be for 10 as well. So that is your A day. Any questions on that before we go to B day?
Nope. Sounds good.
Okay. So then we're going to have B day for core. We have pike with single arm contra. I put teach, but it should say reach. I don't know what happened with there, but pike with a contra reach. So push up position, feet are a little bit wider, about shoulder width apart or so. Pike is just you pushing your butt up towards the ceiling. Once you're there, though, you're going to hang out. And you're going to reach your hand towards your opposite foot. Now, if you can touch it, great. If you can't, that's fine. Come back to push-up position. Reach all the way back up. Reach towards the other hand. Just make sure your butt's not shifting. Or when you come back down, you don't drop too low, just until you're flat. So you got up, reach, flat, up, reach, flat. Take your time, just make sure you're stable for each side. So you can do it really slow because I didn't want to have too many reps where you're rushing. The next one is a new one I made up for you. I got to grab a TheraBand. I'll be right back. All right, Greg. So this one you'll need a TheraBand. Make sure I get this one right. So you're going to turn this leg out a little bit. So half kneeling position, turn your back leg out like a little windshield wiper. You're going to hinge into your hip, put this hand on the ground. So it's a little tripod position you'll be in. It's kind of like your half Turkish get up or your Turkish get up position. The hand that's on the ground is going to hold the band. Other one's going to pull it apart too. And then it's this leg that's going to do some work. You're just going to push it out onto your toe, back to your knee. Push it out onto your toe, back to the knee. Nothing else happens with the band. We're just using it for tension. Again, I'm holding onto it. My hand's just on the ground flat. What I like to do is take it, I'll wrap it around. That way I don't have to really hold it too much. I'm just going to push it down. But again, keeping this position, reach back, put it down. Reach back, put it down. Just to show you the setup again, I do my right leg forward. My left leg's going to rotate out. I'm going to wrap this around my hand, and I'm going to hinge and put that hand on the ground. I'm going to pull this band apart and keep it there. I'm going to hold myself up, kick my back leg out, and straight off to the side. I'm not going behind me, just straight up and back. Now, that one's a little tricky. Any questions on that one?
No,
Okay. You might have some more questions once you try it. I think you have to try to kind of feel it, but hopefully explanation can help with it. Next one, JC band resisted squats. I wrote a little note here. Hopefully it'll help remind you when you're doing it. You're going to take the band off. You're going to step on the handles for a little heel lift. And then we're just going to hug the band for some tension as you squat. I'll show you what I mean. So, little handles here. See it? I'm going to put my feet right through. That way I can just step on the handles. So I'm stepping on the handles right now. And I'm just going to take up the slack of these things. Now, honestly, it doesn't need to be too much, but you want a little bit of tension as you're standing. And then you're just going to squat down, pull up, squat down, pull up. If for some reason you said the handle is not comfortable enough and you don't want to deal with it, what you could do is just literally step on the band on each side. So the handles are off to the side. I'm just stepping on the band.
Yeah, I'm usually barefoot. That's probably going to be what I do.
Okay, so yeah, then just step on the band and pull it up.
Okay.
And then go down and up from there. That might not feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But so that's how you do your resisted squats. I just want to give you some tension and help a little bit more muscle. Next one is a TRX single arm row with rotation and reach. Back to the TRX, only one handle is needed. What I'm going to do, start leaning back with your hands are even. You don't want to be shifted. So hands are even. I'm going to reach. Ooh, that is not going to work on the camera. Just look at that. That should be better. Let's try that again. So my feet are a little bit wider than normal. I'm going to lean back. My arms are even. I'm going to reach with one arm. As I go to row, I'm going to pull this arm up and then kind of slide along the TRX. Slide back. Reach back again. I'm not letting my hips drop though. My hips are still forward. Just my chest opens up. Pull and row. Just alternate. Or no, but you do all one side, sorry. For 8 and then 8 on the other side. Next one is a forward lunge. A little trickier, a little bit more deceleration going on this one. Just back a bit. Feet start together. Take a step forward, lower down. Launch back. Same leg, not going to alternate. Launch back. All one side, all the other. I wrote a note if you had a little desire to make it a little harder, you're going to take that leg launch into a single leg balance when you come up, and then right back into it. And right back up. Woo! Problem is, that's what happens. So you got to take your time. There's a lot of balance coming back and try to decelerate yourself.
Yeah, I still remember doing that one before.
Good. Same thing. If you wanted to make it harder, you can always hold like a bag of whatever. Hold a child. You got a lot of grandchildren that run around there.
Couple 30-pounders.
Right? 30, like it's a sandbag almost. You have a super plank, or you even have those salt bags you can always use.
Yeah.
That's pretty heavy though.
Yeah, those are 40 pounds.
So something you could do for that.
Yeah.
Next one is the super plank. So right on here on your forearms, you're going to start in a normal plank and you're just going to come up onto your hands. And the same arm that led was my left arm. I'm going to go back down on my left. I think I were alternating. So now I led with my left. I'm going to lead with my right. Up on my right, down on my right, up on my left, down on my left. And just keep changing the leading arm each set or each rep. And that's anywhere from 4 to 8 each. So 8 to 16 total up and down. And then split stance, single arm, chest stretch. And then we'll stop. Oh, and by the way, just throw it out there. When we were doing those squats, those resisted ones with the JC band, if that's too easy or you want to make it a little different, you can just hug one of those salt bags too. That would work as well. Next one, just a little stretch. One arm's gonna have the TRX, opposite leg's gonna go forward. I just want to stretch that chest out. Turn away and just feel it go from your shoulder all the way into that chest and just hang out. Make sure you're not arching into that back. You want to keep your ribs down. And then you just switch sides. Turn and stretch. Any questions on that circuit before we go to the finisher?
No, I think it's good.
Okay. Finishers all body weight. We're starting with reverse lunges. Back this up a little bit so you can see again. All right, so normal reverse lunges, alternating step and lower, come back up, step and lower, come back up, and just keep alternating. That'll be 10 each side. T stabilizations. Hands start close.
On the lunges,
Start wide.
on the lunges, do I tap my knee or just go down low?
You just go down low. You don't have to tap your knee. It should be pretty close to the ground, but close. Don't.
So it'll be about the distance of one of those foam pads.
Yeah.
Blue foam, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, everyone's living. Basically, you should end up very similar to your half kneeling position at the bottom of that. So your knee would be off the ground.
Okay, that's about where I am. Where you just showed.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So step and lower.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So after that, the alternating T stabilizations. Hands are close, feet are wide. I'm going to turn my feet and my hips and my chest, reach up towards the ceiling, come back to the ground, and reach towards the other side. Alternating side to side. So that is T stabilizations. Next one's a side plank with T spine extension rotation. So on your forearm, now either you can do feet stack side plank, it's a little harder, or you can stagger it where your top leg's out in front, bottom leg's behind. I'd probably start here and then do the feet stack eventually if you're feeling okay with it. What you're gonna do is hold yourself up, and this free arm just reaches underneath and up, underneath and up. And then your final one is a Spider-Man plank. Think about how Spider-Man crawls. That's what you're gonna do. So normal plank position, you're gonna bring one leg up to the outside and then back, and then the other leg up to the outside and come back and just alternate. Try not to let your hips drop and sway everywhere. It's just enough to get this little knee drive to the outside.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that is it. So any questions before I stop your recording?
No, I don't think so. I think the recording definitely helps for the first couple.
Okay. Stop that then.